So, Game 6 in Philadelphia, the Celtics surprisingly down and need to force Game 7. Malcolm Brogdon was up for the task, and it was interesting to see them start Robert Williams tonight as, well, of course, counter to Joel Embiid and everything the Sixers do overall, and it worked quite well in the first quarter here as Malcolm Brogdon continues his great play, Sixth Man of the Year for a reason. He was knocking down the three-pointers, and then Marcus Smart. He has been playing fairly well offensively. I think it's somewhat a double-edged sword, but hey, it has worked more than it has not, I think. But the Sixers started to rally in this third quarter, and all of a sudden they had a lead after Boston, what felt like was in control throughout the whole game. Then Tatum here turns it over. He had essentially no points up to this point here, and then it was time to finally step up. He hits one from the corner over Joel Embiid, and he puts the Celtics in a lead here. As you could see, he was 2 of 15. Then with 4 minutes to go, you have Joel Embiid pulling up from mid-range, tough shot, rims out, and then he essentially didn't touch the ball for the rest of the night. Tatum again, as he finally got going, and to be fair, he did not force it. He was trying, he had a lot of attempts, and then it finally came down splashing, and Jason Tatum and the Celtics are in the nick of time forcing a Game 7. He woke up just on time, 43% from the three-point line, 15 of 35 from the Celtics. Huge stuff from them. They out-rebounded the Sixers, great stuff from them. The one thing that was horrible were the turnovers, man. There were a lot of careless turnovers from the Celtics, but the urgency was there, and that was what mattered the most. Once again, didn't like that Jaylen Brown wasn't as featured, but this time Marcus Smart, like I said, 22, 7 and 7 from him. He has been playing insane in my opinion. Malcolm Brogdon had 16, most of it in the first quarter essentially. Robert Williams in his 28 minutes, 10, 9 and 2 blocks. He was sensational. The right move for sure. Tatum, 19, 9 and 6, 16 of those in the fourth quarter, just in the nick of time. And the Sixers, I don't know, man, it was weird. It was really weird. Going from, of course, Embiid not touching the ball during the last 4 minutes, essentially. Harden, 4 of 16. He was forcing some bad shots, had some rough turnovers. Honestly, can't say anything bad about Tyrese Maxey. I thought he played fairly a great game, considering the circumstances. Tobias Harris, unfortunately, disappointed tonight. And the bench, it was intriguing to see them go early on to Daniel House, then it was Georges Niang, someday Anthony Melton, who had his worst night of the series probably, which is a shame because he had a lot of wide open looks. And to be fair, the Sixers overall had a lot of wide open looks. They just weren't able to knock them down tonight. 36% from the field, 24% from the three-point line. You're not gonna win like that, right? It was a lot of urgency and great defense from the Celtics. Much better strategy, but also, I mean, I don't know how many of those 34 three-pointers were wide open, but it felt like every huge shot they had in the second half from the three-point line they missed. Whether it was Melton, whether it was Harden, whether it was Maxey, whether it was PJ Tucker. Only Georges Niang actually hit those big shots in that third quarter. Truly intriguing. I don't see how Sixers win Game 7, but I also did not see how they would win Game 5, so can't wait for Game 7, whether it will be here for me in Czech Republic at 9:30 p.m. or later in that evening. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully it is, because I want 9:30 to be Warriors Lakers, obviously. But that's tonight, man, and we'll see.